Hi, Laurie. How have you been?
Uh, good, good. I've been good. Alright, people. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna summon because Bramimond, if that's how you say it, I guess, is a pretty good mythic hero, and I decided to build an AR dark team around him. So yeah, I guess I'm going down the rabbit hole, and because she's on, in air quotation marks, break, I brought Wylia along. So yeah, introduce yourself again.
Hello, everyone. Odd, because usually I'm the one doing the recording and Laurie's with me, but it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, because I take like forever to release videos sometimes. So because this is an AR, and I guess we don't want to torture ourselves in quarantine, we're gonna be summoning. I'm gonna be summoning. So really, I'm the only one that's at risk of losing all.
Yeah, I get to watch Laurie make mistakes. Finally,
Mistake.
my hat's on the line.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna start, and I guess, yeah, of course. I guess the other color that I wanted to go for is green. Second priority.
Are you gonna get Thracier to fodder her off? Because that's what she deserves.
Yeah, either that or I wanted Mikai's ground order. Oh,
You're welcome.
ah, that's nice. Oh, let's check, because my current one is I was gonna say my current one was a plus defense. No, plus HP one, which was very iffy, but plus attack is really good. So I'm just gonna replace my old Thracia. Good start. Good start.
Ooh. You're welcome. I'm kidding. So you're not gonna fodder her off? Well, the other one, I mean. Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure if I need more panic smoke, but I guess I'll think about it, because I don't really need more panic smoke.
Could never have enough panic smoke.
I'm more interested in pulse smoke because I want.
When is that coming back? Please, I ask.
I don't know.
Skedaddle, skedoodle, give me the recluse.
Oh, it was on iGreen a while back, so I guess it was fairly recent.
It was iGreen and then Pent, but who knows when Pent is coming back. And I think iGreen was on that Blazing Wind banner.
Yeah, and I think Pent was on a previous double seasonal banner. I think.
Yeah, I think he was.
Alright, let's skip this.
Is there like an orb limit you're limiting yourself to?
I don't know. I guess 830, which is all my orbs.
Oh, you're gonna go for all in?
I guess ideally I don't want to go too far. I don't know.
So I can stop you?
Probably like when it gets to 700, maybe? I don't know.
Like 150-ish orbs, maybe?
Something like that.
Okay, I'll tase you when you reach the limit.
Tase. With bolt towers.
Furious George.
I like George.
Ooh, that's a good circle.
Yeah, so
Which color do you think is the weakest?
this one, I didn't really pay that much attention, other than Bramimond and Thracia, so like blue and red don't exist for me.
I think blue's the worst because it has Fjorm in it.
Wait, what else does it have? I know it has...
It has Tiki and Peony.
Okay, I guess Peony is probably the most valuable unit there.
And then Tiki is just a score bot for Arena and whatnot.
Which you would know all about.
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna be pretty sad if I get F Grima.
Oh yeah, and then colorless.
Yeah, also, Colors has other units I want to get from the 3-4 star pool as well. There's like a bunch of guiding units that I want. I need a couple more Matthews for a +10, and
Mm-hmm.
a couple more Cargos for a +10. And I'm hunting for specific Priscilla merges. I mean, IVs.
Which one do you have in mind?
I want plus attack, I think.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but I have a plus speed one, so I was thinking, yeah, I would get a plus attack one and then decide.
Is it like for AR or like defense or offense?
No, I just want to build one for fun.
Ah,
There's no reason.
yeah. I was gonna say like if it's for like offense or something, make her like plus HP and make her like a sudden panic bot or something.
Ooh, Kagura. Yeah, if I were to use her in AI, I'd probably go with Panic and like attack speed solo or attack speed push if I get a Camille.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Oh!
Oh!
Every time I do this, I'm like insanely lucky.
That's good.
Plus,
Minus
plus
speed.
oh,
Ooh.
the scroll. This is such a good skill.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay, so since that summoning was a bit short, and when I say a bit short, I mean like a couple minutes, I think. I'm just gonna go through my barracks because it's content, and it'll probably be a while before my next video will come through. So while I'm going through all this, I'm not gonna go over Tempest Trial units unless they're merged, so you can ignore that, or Grand Hero Battle units. I'm just gonna point out mostly just the important units. So first off, here's Self. Right now I'm just messing around with AR, so that's why he has this build. I promoted Alphons because Arena, not really too much there. Now, Marth was actually the first 5-star unit that I got in the game. So he was the first one I ever raised to level 40. Good times. Things were so simple back then. Not that Wiley would know about it, right? I think you started. You started a while after.
Yeah, I think I started like year 2. That time that hero, what was it, the first Hero Fest banner came out or something?
The second one with Julia.
Yeah, that's when I started.
This is my +10 era. Some people might remember. She's got a very boring set. It's a standard set. She actually has another updated set, but I'm saving that for later. So when that video comes around, I guess you'll see that. I actually have a Leaf that I was planning on merging up. I'm not sure if I wanted plus attack or plus speed. I might go with plus attack. He has pretty boring build right now, but again, I'm thinking of ways to build him up. So maybe I'll get that +10 eventually. I just need...
Oh, what do you think about his light brand refine?
It doesn't really make him special, it just makes him better at combat, if you know what I mean. The most useful part about it is, I guess, the slaying effect. Because it's the most consistent thing about his weapon, that he just always has the special trigger effect. And then I guess you can think of his +7 damage as more of like a bonus. I think it's a little bit finicky, but I think I found a way to make it work. But again, I need resources for that, so you'll just have to wait and see. I'm giving close call to somebody. That's the only reason why she's alive, because I haven't quite pulled the trigger yet. OG Ike. So I've had this Ike ever since his release banner came out when I first got him. He was plus attack 2, so he's running an old one-shot build. He has Heavy Blade and Luna and QR. And as with most units, I kind of just stopped using them. It's a consistent theme that you'll hear with the rest of my units. Same thing with Mia, Lucina, and Marth Ryoma. I've played 3 houses. Sigurd, This Elgin was a result of Aerogate, that incident all those years ago. I just wanted one Aera, but instead I ended up with a +3 Eldigan, so here he is. I don't really use him, but Fury 6 is pretty funny, I guess. Just waiting for that Fury Seal. Yeah, I can't imagine people using the OG Eldigan unless you really like him, which is pretty sad, I guess.
Yeah, because isn't Ares like just better in everything?
Yeah. Anyways, this Reinhardt was a result of... So, before Leaf ever came into the game, I was determined to save up 1,000 orbs, just so I can get as many Leafs as I could. And this Reinhardt is a result of me summoning on that banner, going for Leaf. So the funny thing is, I ended up getting 7 Reinhardts and only 3 Leafs. Yeah, RNG was a bit harsh. This is my Aelwood that I use in my AR defense team. He is very stacked. He gets a lot of stats, like 6 attack, 14 speed, 10 defense, and an impact effect. And he's also rocking Ruse. So if you've seen my AR videos, you'll know how he works. Someone rallies. The Ruse lowers the opponent's speed and attack, so he gets like really bulky. And he's very likely to double, and if he doesn't KO on the first hit, he panics them, and because he has Quicken Pulse, 1 attack and 1 retaliation is enough to charge Gale Force, and then he acts again.
Ooh.
All in all, Eliwood, pretty damn strong unit, I have to say. I recommend building him. Now, I actually have a +10 power. She was in my Catcher video. I was thinking about making her own video just for power, but she's more of a supportive unit, so I decided against it. And if you have a supportive unit, those showcase videos aren't exactly exciting because she's there to facilitate other units. It's more exciting to see a unit kill something. But anyways, so she's actually really tanky, and she's running dual chills with Gaetian and chill speed. And she has Fort Defense Res 3 to beef her up. And she has Fly Guidance and Fly Formation, so this makes her a pretty mobile transport unit. Like, I love using power in Fire Emblem. No, Flyer Emblem is what I meant to say, with those 2 skills. Mobility skills are really fun. I have these 2 Keatons. I actually used to have 2 more Keatons back when there was a Beast Voting Gauntlet because I wanted Tiban. But instead of getting Tiban, I got 3 Keatons. Unfortunate, I have to say. Like, every time I summon for Tiban, it doesn't go well for me. The first time he came out, I tried to get him, couldn't get him in like 300 orbs. When he came back, I spent like 400 for 2 copies, and then when he came back again with the Beast Voting Gauntlet, I got Keatons instead. So it was a bit rough, but hey, I have Special Spiral.
It's just not meant to be.
Yeah, the fair gods just decided I would be too powerful with too much steady impact. I pulled 2 Sothuses. I'm probably going to use one for Times Pulse, because that's a really good skill, I have to say.
A little too good.
Maybe.
They never should have made it accessible for everyone. It should have just been kept to her, but
It's also really...
They don't care about... IS doesn't care about our well-being. They just want to see us kill each other for fun.
It's like a death game. I think Times Pulse is really, really good because there's no HP condition. So if you ever... Yeah, if you ever had that feeling where you're like, oh, I wish this unit had... I could pulse this unit, but they have too much HP. Well, now you can do it with Times Pulse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much all these red mages I summoned or trained, they were like one-off units that I built, just like Arvis and Julius. But they've kind of fallen behind because their tomes are pretty weak. Not pretty weak, like very weak.
Oh, I want to build my own Arvis because I want a red mage. And I was like, well, why not Arvis? He's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, it turns out his weapon... His weapon is too bad. You're too bad of a bitch, Arvis. Get better.
Yeah, be a better bitch. I feel like that's a theme in your barracks because I keep hearing, oh, they need to refine. They need to refine, and then I'll use them. It's kind of like, oh.
it's kind of hard to use them without a refine though. It's like their weapon effects are just not good. This is my Celica that I use to clear most hero battle content. I use the classic strat of nuke plus 3 dances. I know everybody does it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when everybody kept talking about how Blade Tome was amazing, I was kind of put off because I thought it was boring. And I build units for fun. So if a build just seems boring for me, I just will abandon it. And that's kind of just what happened. I gave up on giving her a C skill. I don't even use her at all, actually, because
Good.
I don't like the Blade Tome playstyle. I just plus 10 this Aversa because she works well with Matthew's weapon. So that's really all there is to it. I cleared book 2 chapter 1, so here she is. This is my super tanky Lucas that I did for fun. It's really fun, but all in all, probably not worth the investment. There's actually a special story behind this Ephraim. So when the first banner came out, it was Ephraim, Erica, Seliph, and Julia. And I actually liked all those characters, so I tried to get all of them. Didn't get Erica. I got Ephraim. I didn't get Seliph. And I got Julia. I got 2 Julias from that banner. So Julia was like my best green mage for the longest time. I'll get to her in a bit. I realized my Ephraim wasn't plus attack, and I didn't want to run Fury because everybody was doing it. I don't know, I just hate a stale meta, I guess. So I was messing around with skills, and I decided to go with Triangle Adept and Lancebreaker. So Triangle Adept lets him one-shot red units, and Lancebreaker lets him win duels against a lot of the blue lance units at the time. So it was really good, and he was also a buff bot. I also gave him a dual rally. Really, really fun to use. I haven't used his refine yet. I feel like I have to completely replace his skills for me to use it, so kind of forgot about him, just like many other units. This Brave Lucina is purely for buffing Seliph, or at least that was the original intent, so that's why she has attack, res link, and drives. So she herself can give plus 15 attack if she uses shove. Really, really solid unit. This Harden is tragic because I was planning on merging him to plus 10 originally, but then Brave Hector came out and just absolutely shit on him. So I was like, yeah, that's a dead end. I'm never gonna be able to do it unless I plus 10 a unit on release. And I don't have a personal attachment to Harden, so he's been left at plus 2 for now.
Oh, you're gonna be hearing a lot of that in this Barracks, how one unit just gets power crept by another, making them useless.
Probably. Like, I need to have fun to use a unit, or they have to have something interesting about him. I summoned for Percival just for low attack speed. Someone's gonna get it in the future, don't know who yet, but I know I'm gonna use the skill, so that's why I summoned just for him. I actually plus 10 Death Knight, so I'm gonna try and use him. Look at his hero merit, like that. Yeah, so I haven't been using him that much, but I guess I might as well use him.
This is why you don't listen to your subscribers.
Look.
Then you come out with a plus 10 Death Knight that you can't use because his weapon is a little off.
Look, I thought it was going to be a cool idea, and I guess people had faith that I would do something cool with him. It's just... yeah, I had a lot of different builds floating around, but I was like, is this really worth it for Death Knight?
I mean, you can use him now with his Grand Hero Battle. Those are like 2 free orbs. He has purpose now.
I already did it.
Don't you feel good about it? 2 more orbs in your inventory.
Not really, I could have just abused Arena Assault. Catria. I actually really like using Catria. I think this is... I gave her Astra for Roka Sieges, so she would do more damage.
How does that work for you?
It works out really well because she also has guard, so that the special thing doesn't go off, and her and Paola can, you know, just spam quads every day.
God, that catcher looks real good. This is why I don't like that IS makes more lance flyers, because we don't need lance flyers. There's already like every stat combination possible. There's high attack and like low speed, high defenses, low speed, high attack and speed, or like high res. What we need I want infantry lance units. That's what we don't have.
Yeah, it's probably just more like there are more characters that fit a certain movement type more than others. Like the infantry sword class, everything's been done. The axe infantry class, like barely anything has been done. So, right. Well, I guess they've been adding to it. So it's I think
it's getting there.
I think the axe pool is a bit fine. We have like no lance, like speedy lance unit that's available in the 3-4 star pool, so a bit sad. This Altena is coming along. I'm testing out a speed build. I made up my mind to use a speed super boon Altena, so that's probably what I'm going to be going with. I have a Nyla ready for somebody, forget who. I think I only intended to get one Nyla so I could give self null counter, and I have. I ended up with the second one, so I'm probably going to give null counter to somebody, maybe distant counter if they're melee. The person at the top of my mind right now is Julia. It's my +10 Noe that I still use. I still love this build. Like, I have so much fun with this build. Freaking,
It's so odd.
freaking Kestrel stance.
Killed Ryoma for this.
Delthea. I actually really like Delthea, and she's actually a solid blue mage. Because back when I had like no blue mages, she was my first one, and her weapon is really, really good. Because back when she got released, when chain challenges first came to the game, there was no way of getting +6 visible buffs to inventory units, and she was the only one, albeit to just sword, axe, like melee units. She deals a lot of damage, really fun unit to use. I thought about building her, but again, I have too many projects. Like, this game is just, I want to build all these units because the game is based around like all these units and skills. But I have to like limit myself, otherwise my resources are going to be spread thin. And
Yeah.
there's a big reason why I want to save up a lot of orbs, like a lot. That'll become clear soon.
I know what it is.
Yeah, she does. Don't spoil it. Kaya just got P broken by her 4 times in a row. She's actually really useful in Arena Assault because, you know, there's a bunch of armor units the higher you go. Odin, yes. This Odin's built for...
33 attack.
Well, there's Fortress Res as well. This Odin's built for AR. I'm planning on using him. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Reinhardt. Everybody has a Reinhardt, and Reinhardt only needs to be at +0. The story of this Legion is I wanted to get Summer Lin because I wanted Sturdy Impact. Instead, I got her. So, you know, just doesn't want to give me Sturdy Impact. Well, in my entire time playing this game, right, I've probably spent like 1,500 orbs for 2 Sturdy Impacts. That's how bad it is.
I mean, there's free merit impact from the compile.
Yeah, but I
Don't
want
feel too bad.
I want Sturdy Impact specifically for a couple of units. I wanted Naga. I wanted at least 1 Naga for the Dragon Effectiveness bonus instead of 2 Altinas. So I went for Naga instead. I got 4 Peonies, and here we are. She's actually really good though. So
I know.
no hate. Mine's not even fully built, and like I just use her randomly. This is my +10 Raven from that Raven video. I've been meaning to use Raven more, but his default build works fine, and I need more resources to build a more unique Raven. Now initially I wanted to give him Life and Death 4 from iGreen as well, and like Close Call to really hammer down the whole attack and speed stat stacking, especially if you stack it with Close Call, so he gets damage reduction. It's basically like the new Shield Pulse Aegis build, except you can get a damage special and your B skill is your damage reduction.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the Shield Pulse, like, Pavis Aegis combo is actually really fun.
And Close Call feels disgusting to you.
It's terrible. What were they thinking? I hate it. I hate it, but I like it too.
I mean, you get less damage reduction, like 10% and 5, because Shield Pulse adds 5 for whatever reason. But you get a damage special, and that's like, it really puts your offensive power through the roof. So
Yeah, I still use the Shield Pulse. I have it on my Koran. I have the Sacred Cow Shield Pulse, and it's like a lot of fun. Or I'll switch it up and put Escutcheon. Is that how you pronounce it? The
Sure.
like little Pavis.
Sure.
Little Pavis.
Let's say yes, because I don't want to try and say it. I have a lot of Brave Ikes. I think these pity broke me when I was trying to get Serta for Steady Stance 4.
All those merges.
I could. I was thinking about giving Steady Breath to different units, but nowadays Steady Breath is not really a coveted skill. It's not even his optimal A
Steady
skill.
breath. It's all about repel and close call now.
Now, this Edelgard won't freaking leave me alone. I've gotten 4 total. The original one that I got was fodder to Death Knight for attack defense solo. And since then, I've summoned 3 more. This one is merged. I don't think she has much good fodder, which is why I think I decided to merge her. It's only really Rao's attack defense 3 and attack defense solo.
I think the Rouse skill is probably the better one.
OG Hector. I got him from the first Hero Fest, and I've summoned many Hectors since, but they all died because this encounter is such a good fodder. And this one was rocking the Omni Breaker set, but this Hector does it better, so haven't been using him as much as this one. Yeah, that motif just really comes around every time I talk about different units, doesn't it?
I know, you just went like, oh, this newer Hector does it better. I'm kind of like, oh, these poor units, so outdated.
Yeah, and
this game doesn't like, what's the word? It doesn't like
reward
like
your
it
investment.
doesn't appreciate that you, I guess, you plus 10 a unit because there's always going to be another one that's better that comes out.
Yeah, and this Hector isn't even the best at what he does anymore. I think her name's Mamoru. Yeah, she does his job better. I was planning on building a plus 10 Camilla at some point, but I was like, all I really use her for is her axe and goad flies to give the plus 7 to attack and speed. And because that's all I really use her for, I didn't really see a reason to merge her, so I was like, you know what, plus 0 is fine. I actually have a plus 10 Mer. I was actually really lucky to get a plus 10 Mer. It took me overall like 800 orbs, so all in all, good haul. I never made a video on her because I never came up with an interesting build for her, because she's her bread and butter skills: distant counter, quick riposte, IOTs, and guidance. After using this one, which is plus speed, who absolutely outspeeds everything, I think she's grown on me, so this one survives for now, but this one is going to definitely die. I'm gonna give...
He's a meat grinder.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Swift Sparrow and Attack Speed Oath to somebody else. This skill's actually so good.
Is it?
Attack and speed plus 5 just for being next to a unit.
Oh.
And you can give it to flyers as well.
Not
So, you know, I might give it to a flyer. I have a super old Deirdre that I use. This was back when she came out. I gave her a build, and ever since, haven't really touched her.
No refine.
Yeah, I haven't even refined her weapon. Because I was using Julia instead.
Mari.
I was using Julia instead.
Oh, okay.
That, and I also had a plus 10 Sorin at the time, so I wasn't really starved for green mages. But I've had this Julia since the first banner came out, and this one's plus attack. She's only at plus 4 at the moment, and ever since the second year of the game, I've mostly been using her in Arena Assault, and I haven't updated her build, but I really do want to update her build. She has Green Tonebreaker, which is like an old school thing to do.
Ancient.
Yeah, so I'm going to change. I'm probably going to change things up. Maybe do like Mirror Impact, I guess, to help activate Divine Naga.
Yeah, you can make her like a pseudo legendary Julia. That's what I plan on doing once I get around to getting Mirror Impact or something. Make her into like a pseudo legendary Julia. That'd be fun.
And I was also considering giving Attack Speed Oath to this Julia as well. This Sorin has been with me forever. He was the first Green Mage I got to plus 10. Actually, I think he was either the 3rd or the 4th unit ever plus 10, because his Refine is actually so good. Insanely good.
Mr. Chillbot.
Yeah, he's a chill bot, and I also gave him a bunch of drives. Originally he was Self's partner because chill speed and chill attack just made myself pretty much a massive tank, and Soren would have double chill.
Ooh.
Yeah, Soren's really fun. I recommend building him. This next unit is probably going to be one of the units that stick out most to my viewers. Because, ta-da! No prizes for guessing what I'm going to be using this George for.
Obviously for Arena Assault.
To take on army units, you know. Now, I actually planned on building a plus 10 Niles, but... Look, this build is... I thought this build was Galaxy Brain, right? So, chill res would, on most people, right, would be enough to give Niles his plus 7 damage. So he attacks. So with Flashing Blade from the Refine, Glacies goes to 1 cooldown, enemy counters, and he hits back with Glacies. So in his 2 attacks, he attacks the lower stat of defense and res. If it's res, and the res is 5 points lower than the defense, he gets +7 damage, right? So I'm stacking true damage and special damage. But then I realized he just gets one shot by everything in one hit. So it wasn't that much of a... It would have been Galaxy Brain. So if I really want this build to work out, what I have to do is I have to run Inventory Hexblade on a mage and then give him Sturdy Impact. Like, that's the only way this build would work out. I like Leaf, so no surprises why I summoned for him. He's a really strong unit, really fun.
I like how they thought that restricting the movement to one was gonna like for balancing, I guess, but it doesn't even matter.
So this Matthew is the Matthew that I use on AR offense in Light Season. Yeah, pretty standard skills for him. You'd think his low attack is a detriment, but he still one-shots a lot of units in AR, so I have no problems with him. Plus, low attack means you can't chill attack him. His one major downside is he's very vulnerable to panic in Vantage because he auto buffs himself. So if he gets panicked while in Vantage range, then... Because naturally in Vantage range, right, your HP has to be low, and panic manners are up to 65 HP, right? Around 60
I bet they're going to go up to 70.
Look, if they go up to 70, there's like almost no units that have that much HP. You'd need like 3 mythics.
Yay, my 71 HP sell-up will have a use now.
Yeah. So the main thing you have to worry about when you use Matthew is mainly panic. Other than that, this is pretty damn solid. This is my disgusting cargo on AR defense. She has 30 impact, no follow-up. This Camilla will be replacing Micaiah on my AR defense team once I give her sudden panic. Yeah, I think it'll be really evil with Tamari Plus, so that's why I'm doing it.
What blessing are you going to give her?
Because Micaiah is on my Anima defense team, she's going to get an Anima blessing. So she really won't get a res boost. She'll get a speed and defense boost. But all I really care about mostly is her HP. And in Astra season, not a lot of people have a lot of res, so I think 38 res should be enough. And then I have a bunch of healers who I'm trying to raise SP and hero merit on. So I think most of these have maxed hero merit and a bunch of SP. Right? Okay, well, not the Silk because I haven't used her. So it's possible that I raise one of these units. Ideally, I wanted to raise this Priscilla, but she was minus attack and I wanted to fix her IVs and give her other builds. And I'm building up a Legion of Self, so I'm probably going to go with a second +10.
Madman.
Yeah, I have so many plans and not enough resources, so yep, that's the struggle. I realize I actually have so many 5 stars. So like, just watch me scroll. I've been playing this game for so long.
And they're all outdated by another unit.
Yeah, I have to say I only really use like 30%. And like 50% of these units are either just Tempest Trial or Grand Hero Battle units at 5-star or fodder. So don't really use all of them. And that's not counting the other 5 stars that I already fodded. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap things up. End of the video. Anything you want to say to our friends watching at home?
Happy summoning.
Yeah, you know, I had a great summoning this time around.
Yeah, you did. You didn't go over the 100 like orb threshold either, huh? And you got 2
Yeah.
legendary heroes, right? That's good odds, right? I don't know anything about math, but that sounds
really
pretty good.
really good. As previously stated, good luck on your summoning endeavors, everybody. Hopefully you won't get screwed too bad by RNG. And Wylia will be back some other time for other things, probably when I decide to upload. I don't really have an upload schedule, but
I'll be back next year, don't worry.
yeah, maybe it'll be a yearly thing. Anyways, goodbye.
Bye-bye.